Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Today, I'm going to be making hot dogs in the kitchen. It's the poor man's cookbook at returning. And I'm going to be using this, which I picked up at a flea market, brand new in the box. The Sunbeam Coney Island Steamer. Now, I've actually tried this thing a few times since I bought it, and I got to say, it's actually pretty awesome. And so what I'm going to do here is I'll get the camera closer in. If you can see here, I've got two nice Texas-style hot dogs, a little bit of chopped up onion, a little bit of chili, two nice soft buns. And that's one of them is going to be a chili dog, conventional Coney dog. The other one I'm going with a more of a Maine approach. I've got Flo's relish and some mayonnaise. Look it up. It's a great, great hot dog. Okay. Oh, a little bit of mustard also. And of course, to round it out, I've got myself a bottle of Dr. Enough, a Tennessee favorite of mine. It's the cherry flavored and it's zero sugar, so it's not too bad for your health. Let's get the camera closer in. Let's take a look at this vintage Sunbeam steamer that we're going to be cooking with, and let's make some hot dogs. Okay, well, here's the pile of goodies. Like I said, we got some Flo's relish. This is like a molasses-based relish, so good. Some cheapo Duke's mayonnaise, although nothing's cheap anymore. Some generic Lowe's branded mustard, and my Dr. Enough. Two very expensive hot dogs, though. Those are the good ones. Some homemade chili and two buns. Oh, little pile of onion there too. But let's take a look at this. The Coney Island Steamer Franken bun. Says it steams 1 or 2 hot dogs plus 1 soft bun. I usually just cook them separately, cook them one at a time. Brings out real hot dog flavor the way it was meant to be. Great for steaming pre-cooked brats or sausage. Steams 1 or 2 normal dogs plus 1 bun. Oh, there's a sauce recipe. Oh, cool. I don't think I noticed that. I never really actually read the manual. Let's see if we can get it out of the box here. I mean, this thing is just mint. So much so that I leave it in the box when I'm not using it. Yeah, I've never taken the manual out. Let's see what we got here. There it is. Look at this. Postcard. Important to register it now. Apparently that failed. Maybe I should still send it in. What do you think? Yeah, I'm placing this in the mid-70s, I believe. And here's the manual. Instructions and recipes. Who knew? I did not pay attention to this when I first got it. Safety guards, how to operate it, that's all good stuff. How to clean it, how to store it. Oh, so we got Coney Island sauce, Coney Island dogs, oh man. Chili grande dogs, oh man, taco dogs, cheddar dogs. Wow, I had no idea. Yep, 1977 is the date on that. All right, let's take a look at the big, beautiful thing right here. And here it is. So you're going to fill this with water. Then you lay this tray in here. Then you place 1 hot dog right there. And then you put this on right here. And then you place your bun, kind of open it up facing down, and it steams your hot dog bun. That's really cool. So like, it's tough. You can't really, unless you have equipment like this, you can't really steam a hot dog. Well, with this you can. You can, I mean, steam a bun. You can microwave them, get them a little warmed up and soft, but there's something totally different about them. You know, that dirty water steam from a New York vendor or whatnot. Awesome. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's use this thing. Make sure the camera's set up on it good. Yep. All right, we'll undo this. And we'll go ahead and plug that into the wall. And I've got a little bit of water here. We'll go ahead and add some water to it. It says to add 1 ounce, but I usually just add it up about halfway. Let's slap that on there like so. And we'll take one of our dogs and we're going to put it right there. And then we'll put our cover on. And we take our bun, and real easy. We don't want to split these. These are cheapo buns, you know. And we'll just put it there. That's the beauty. Like a cheapo bun, a stale bun is going to break in half. Not with this thing. This thing is going to cook it to perfection. So what I'm going to do now, I'll lower this down a little bit. And we'll get it in a better angle here so y'all can see what's happening. I want you to be able to enjoy this. Hopefully as much as I am. I'm going to zoom in on this thing. Okay, so I've got it all assembled. I've got the camera on it a little closer. And hopefully you'll be able to see the action. It says 3 to 5 minutes. And honestly, they kind of mean it. Now, while that's cooking, I am going to go ahead, throw that in the microwave, and get that ready too. All right, she's boiling. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put my microphone down there so you can hear that. And that's the process. So Gonna wait about 3 minutes now that it's heated to operating temperature. All right, so this one is done. I'm gonna take my plate here and we'll do a quick changeover. Nice. All right, while this one starts to cook, let's go ahead and decorate this dog. I'm going all traditional. If we're gonna do this, might as well do it Coney style. And if you're not familiar with the New York area, the Coney style, that would be mustard and some chili and some onions. And so that is exactly what we're going to decorate that first dog like. Let me grab that. Hopefully y'all can see that. That's some homemade chili. Not exactly Coney style, a little bit, if I'm going to be honest, the Cincinnati style to go with it, but still quite a nice looking dog. All right, we'll give it a few more seconds here for this one to finish up. In fact, I'll go ahead and rotate it so it steams both sides. You can see how soft that is. Actually hot to touch too. Okay, the dog is almost done, but the bun is definitely soft enough. So we'll go ahead, open that up and decorate that. This is Flo's Relish, and from Flo's Takeout up in Maine. It's something else. Cape Netick, Maine. Good stuff. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug that. We'll let that finish doing its thing just for that extra minute. And the first thing I'm gonna put on here, and I know this is gonna raise some eyebrows, but I'm putting some mayonnaise on here because that's the way it's served. I'm following that recipe. So we'll put a healthy slather in the mayo on there. Get that out of the way. And then Flo's. Wow, what a unique smell it has. Like I said, this, I don't know what's in it other than definitely molasses, you know. You can definitely smell and taste the molasses when you eat it, which gives it such a unique flavor. Yeah, so you can see the condensation, and some of it pours through these cracks right here, these little slots, right onto your bun to give it that steamed look. Our little hot dog tray, and I just burned it out of water. See that? Just running out. There's just a teaspoon or so left in there. It's about as good as you can get. All right, so I'll slather that around a bit, just get those flavors kind of elsewhere. And let's back the camera out and take a bite and see how it works. Well, there it is, the Sunbeam Coney Island Steamer, along with a glass of Dr. Enough. That's good stuff. All right, well, let's take a look at these dogs here. I mean, to me, that's a healthy looking dog. All right, let's do it. We'll try the chili dog first here. That's obviously a good dog. You know, Coney Island dog, just about, they're all around quintessential American hot dog at this point. Chili, mustard, onions, all the way. This dog being a Texas wiener type dog has got a lot of flavor to it, and it's large, and it has a natural casing on it. So, nice. Well, I do believe it's been over a year since I made a food video or a kitchen video, and I'm making a whole bunch of them over the next couple of days because my wife's out of town. I'm not allowed to eat half the stuff that I eat when I'm making these videos, and I'm also really not allowed in the kitchen. So this is my chance to shine. All right, let's go ahead, try out the Flo style Maine hot dog. Oh yeah. When it comes to mayonnaise on a hot dog, when I read that or saw that was the ingredient up in Maine, I thought, wow, that sounds terrible. But it works. It works with this relish. It's a savory, sweet taste to it. Couldn't be more the polar opposite of a Chicago dog or a New York style Coney, but yeah, very flavorful. The buns, which were El Cheapo buns, man, they're soft. They don't break apart. That's the best part about this little setup here. Is not so much steaming the hot dogs. There's about 100 different ways to cook a hot dog: deep fried, boiled,
you know, pan fried, grilled, all that. But the fact that you steam those buns in a way that really gets them, really, it'd take a 10-day-old bun and turn it nice and fresh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, I could eat about 10 of those right now. And off camera, I might. There'll be no evidence that my wife can use against me the next time I have to go see a doctor. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Poor Man's Cookbook. It's not really the Poor Man's Cookbook, but how else do you introduce some vintage yard sale type find? I got this at a flea market for 10 bucks, new in the box. I thought for that price it was worth it. I have another hot dog making machine that a friend got me for a birthday about 3 years ago now. I'll pull that one out and we will make some hot dogs that way too. It's like a toaster. It's really cool. I'll save that for another video. Till next time, my friends, take care.